This is CoTCast episode 23, recorded on Friday, March 6, 2009.
Yo, this is Brent the Chosen, fighting over on Bulkmore, and this is CoTCast.
A companion podcast for Circle of Trust, a Warhammer Online guild fighting for order on Phoenix Throne. This is CoTCast. Wait, what? Hello, everyone. You are listening to CoTCast. We are Circle of Trust, a Warhammer Online guild, and this is our podcast on all that concerns us. Hosting today is Aber.
Hey.
Odalus.
Yo, yo, yo.
Hazalupo.
Hey.
And myself, Zel.
Don't forget Maria.
And Maria.
Maria, Paz is maid.
So what you been up to, Aber?
Well, I've been messing around on Phoenix Throne playing Order, playing a Warrior Priest and an Engineer. Just Warrior Priest is 14 and Engineer is still in T1. So that's all I've been doing.
What you been doing, Odie?
Drinking Miller High Life, the champagne of beer.
Oh, that's classy. Are you wearing a
That's
tux while you drink that?
You should wear one of those T-shirts that looks like a tux.
You know what?
You're like
Funny
James
that you
Bond.
mentioned that, Zelly. I'm actually wearing a tuxedo T-shirt right now. But for some reason, I'm not wearing pants or boxers, but I am wearing tube socks, Umbros, and a little bit of fucking Ray-Bans and a coach's whistle in my mouth right now. I haven't been doing anything.
You are the white trash James Bond.
I live in a tent.
With internet access and a computer.
No. Actually, I'm at the Big Lots. I found this fucking laptop in the dumpster, and Big Lots has Wi-Fi they haven't secured, so that's where I'm at.
So, Odalus might have to leave when the night security rolls up.
Nope,
Yeah.
we have till 10 o'clock. That's when they close.
Oh, nice.
I got 45 minutes.
Yeah, let's do this.
And you're really kicking ass in life.
Yeah. I have two half-drinking bottles of fucking Crown in my backpack, and I have this old tent that Barnabas gave me on my way here. So I'm gonna be sleeping nice tonight.
Wait. Where'd you get the mic and the headphones and shit?
Actually, I took them out of the package at Big Lots. I'm in the back in the bathroom.
Okay.
Lock the door.
I was wondering what
They
that
have
echo was.
Great low prices here at fucking Big Lots. Name brands, great low prices. Check us out.
Man, you really degraded down from Miller Lite. No, Coors Light.
Coors Light.
Hey, no, it's
We didn't
Miller
know you
High
could
Life,
go
number one.
down.
Yeah. No, I can go down. It just depends on what it's for.
There you go. Paz, what have you been doing?
Well, I've been messing around on
Living in
Phoenix
my
Throne.
mansion.
Yeah. I've been whipping my maids for waxing the solarium wrong. Woo, okay. Well, I've been messing around on Phoenix Throne Order as well. Just messing around in Tier 1 mostly. But last night, we had Order trying to get into the Fortress and IC and stuff. So most of us did, logged on to our 40s or whatever we had and tried to defend, though it didn't go as well as planned. But that's what I've been doing.
What about you, Zell?
Anyway, so been hanging out on Ostermark Destruction and took up Cultivating, and I played the new Twisting Tower scenario a couple times.
Ugh.
Yeah.
I got to 37, and
Nice.
I did a little bit of defending yesterday, or I tried to.
Yeah, we tried.
Everyone tried. I think it was bugged. Like, honestly, like everyone was bitching that there wasn't enough people. And so we kept trying to run in, and we got kicked back to Kalendor. I think it's bugged. I think that shit doesn't count. I hate Order.
Because of the diminishing activity in T1 to T3 on Ostermark, we were bleeding people as a guild. And so the PT Order All Guild has totally revitalized guild activity. It has been meant as a break from the sluggish Ostermark activity we've been experiencing. People are logging in and having a great time together in the lower level RVR areas.
That's realm versus realm.
And they haven't been able to do that for some time now in Ostermark in the lower level.
Yeah, also
and,
we can form things called war bands, and we talk in something called region chat.
Well, now I see a lot of T4s arguing that T4 action on Ostermark is packed, and people just need to get there and get to the fun. But the problem is, even though it's a valid point, it's not a practical one for casual gamers. And I've seen like people who say, well, I'm a casual gamer and, I do it. And it's like, well, I think there's like two kinds of casual gamers. There's like hardcores who don't have time to be hardcore anymore, but they still have that mindset. And so they're more like part-time hardcore. So they still do the whole push through to get to the fun type of thing. But there's the other casual player who truly are wanting to just have fun through their whole gaming experience.
Yeah, like we just kind of want to.
They don't want to grind through any of it. They want to experience the fun of the T1 and then the tier 2 stuff, and that they want to run Gunbad as the right level and with the right group of people and all that junk. And it's not possible right now with our casual group. Like,
we want to queue for scenarios and run open RVR warbands in each tier and get unlocks as we level, not like do them all at level 40.
And the casual players, especially the ones who aren't on during peak times, pushing through that stuff is really lonely. And quite frankly, I think this break has really saved a lot of those people who would have just quit rather than pushing through.
I was on the verge.
I know you were.
I was on the verge. I was about to just be like, forget it. I'll just play like KOTOR until Star Wars Old Republic comes out.
Did Mythic send you your response, Ellie? Because that sounded really fucking prefabricated.
Me?
Mm-hmm.
It did sound like you wrote it like.
Hi, this is Mythic customer service. Please say this in your podcast this evening.
Why? It's not good. But anyway.
It's ran a leak from Mythic.
Yeah.
For most of those casual players, it's just ridiculous to expect them to push through 3 tiers to get to the final tier when they can just simply re-roll on a higher activity server where they can have the action all through their gameplay. It's just,
I agree.
And that's what's happening. And so, and a lot of people in T4 are saying, well, we don't have an activity problem because, our population's fine because T4 is happening. And it's like, well, if you don't have anyone coming in up through tier 1 to tier 3, that, indicates a lack of new players on our server. And without...
Eventually going to dwindle. You're not building up.
I don't know. It's fine right now for the hardcores and the part-time hardcores, but I think there's like an impending death to the casual player-focused guild like ours.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yep.
And so we had to kind of do this to get people to remember this is fun stuff. And everyone has. As soon as they logged in over there, you guys have been having.
Well, with the not the first time, but the first time ever since we were like, well, let's try Phoenix Throne. I was like, okay, well, I'll play my fucking engineer. I'll just, everything was level 1, everything was created holding a name and all that shit. But I was like, all right, I'll hop in my engineer and we'll see what's going on in there. So I start my opening quest, whatever, all that bullshit. And as soon as I get to, for anyone that's actually played those quests, as soon as I walk into that little tavern in the dwarf starting area,
right.
there's like 2 level 40s and a level 30 something, like an Ironbreaker, a Rune Priest, and something else, I forget what. And they're just standing there, like just role playing, just like a bunch of dwarves in a tavern, just like, oh yeah, your mother this and all that stuff. And I walk up and I'm like, and I didn't say anything, and the first thing they say to me is, it's like, oh, what'd you do to your mother to for her to give you a name like that? Because my name on there is kind of ridiculous. It's Pazzo Cavallo.
Yeah.
That's Odalus and I kind of came up with on the fly one day.
It's just hot. Don't worry about it. Girls gonna love it.
So we roll, yeah. So we roll. I role played with them for a hot minute and a hot platonic minute, and.
No, dude, you were there for way longer than platonic. But anyway, keep going. Sorry, it's the point.
So I role played with them for a minute, and they were like, okay, well, and they were. The summary is that they role played like, okay, good hunting to you, whatever, and then they gave me like 3 gold as I left. I was like, what?
So these level 40s are hanging out in the noob area and role playing with new people and
the best part is
that's the part I miss.
That's awesome.
The best part though is like these 40s are hanging out, and when you inspect them, they do have the full loadout of Dark Promise /
they all have the Dark Promise
or
shit,
they have the Invader gear. Some people have the Sovereign gear or whatever the hell that crazy stuff is. And you see people wearing this stuff, and you're like, man, I have never even seen that. You know,
Yeah, and they want to interact with you. Like they're all about the community. To whereas, no offense to Ostermark and the people that are on that one, we need to be together as a community and help each other. It's not about the massive guilds that are doing their thing. It's about everyone. You need everyone in the community to be together, and that's what it is on Phoenix Throne. I love it there. That's my 2 cents.
Really cool. I think it was Paz. You and I were talking the other day about Phoenix Throne, and I think it was you who said it reminds you of DAOC in the community.
Yeah, it does. It's like, and I think you had even said before, like that's where all of your alliance mates and stuff like that from Dark Age, from Guinevere, went to Phoenix Throne, and it's like, and you have that really like generous, tight-knit community feel, where it's like everyone wants to help each other accomplish the greater whole mission. Like everyone is helping each other do the fortress sieges and stuff like that. It's not like orders are flying left and right and cursing other people out. It's like encouraging. It's like camaraderie. It's a whole different. It's like you have Ostermark, which has all the hardcore WoW players, and then you have. And I'm sure, I don't know if it was a coincidence or if it was a planned move, whatever, and then you have the Phoenix Throne people, and we only played on Order, obviously, because you can't play both sides, and we on the Order Phoenix Throne, it's like, you have this, like I said, it's just like this community, and it's like they all want to help each other, because if everyone's helping each other out, everyone can get geared up quicker and easier, and it's like, overall, the realm becomes stronger. So, I don't know, it's just a lot better over there than it is on Ostermark in its current state. If they decide to do something with Ostermark and say, okay, you guys can merge into a core server because there's nowhere else to put you, then that would be fantastic, But we'll have to see what happens.
Okay, and I know you guys are like being honest, but I don't want to make it hard for people who are COT who are staying there, like on Ostermark.
Hopefully we get a transfer and we go to somewhere really good.
Well, that's what I think kind of goes into our next one. Order took the fortress last night on Ostermark, and they actually apparently got into IC. I had to log before that happened, but they were pushed back. And so I was wondering, like, do you think though that the server was really, the activity was starting to get lower. Now that this happened though, and they pulled it together at the end, but it took, quite a bit of effort and quite a bit of failing before we got to that point. Do you think that maybe this will rally the destruction side to make them see that, like, okay, we got to pull together. We got to stop all this stupid selfishness and really pull together as a realm, as a team, and get things done? Or do you think it's going to be, giving up type of situation and everyone rolling out?
I don't know. I don't know. I can go first, I guess. I think I could go either way, honestly. I think that it just depends on what people are talking about to each other and how they felt about what happened. I wasn't there the whole night or anything, so I can't say, but it just depends how it went down. I have no idea. I wasn't there, so.
Like, I'm a level 40 Marauder, and I run around, and I'm trying to join warbands. I'm trying to do, I'm trying to go into all these raids. I'm trying to do the dungeons, and Blacktooth's really good about running the dungeons. But you know what? Sometimes I want to do RVR, and we'll roll, like, we might have, like, 10, 12 people, and you know what? We can't get into a warband because you know why? It's exclusive only. If you're not in our alliance, you can't join up. Do whatever you got to do. No Sammy Sosa.
But see, this is the problem. Like that, I think this whole mentality contributes. I mean, obviously, it contributes to the fact that there's no realm pride then for destruction on our server, because everyone starts to, narrow down into their little cliques, and then there's not this whole like, but we're destruction and we're going to pull together. Like it doesn't.
Right. They don't care. Like I play like early in the morning and really late at night. And sometimes I'll join a warband and they'll say, "Oh, sorry, we didn't make this, this wasn't supposed to be an open warband. Can you please leave?" There'll be like 13, 14 people in it. I'm like, "Are you serious? You need me to leave because it's full?"
I think that's why, with the break, like we have a lot of people in our guild that don't mind. This was not easy to walk away from. We have a level 20 something guild with an overflowing guild vault. People have some rather developed characters on Ostermark. We have really great alliance people. It's not something you normally eagerly walk away from, but yet this newbie experience on PT has been so different for people that it's been such a breath of fresh air that people are like, you know what? Why am I paying $15 a month to beat my head against the wall over there?
Shannon.
Yeah, like Paz and I, we love our Marauders, and we talk about this all the time. Like, we want to play our Marauders, but you know what? No one wants us. I mean, what's the point? When I can go to Phoenix Throne, and the other day, I'm sitting there and I'm RPing with level 40s of the second largest alliance on the whole fucking server. I'm sitting there RPing with them, and they're wanting to talk to me. I'm level 13. Give me a break. Really? Like the level 40s that I'm equal to, they won't even talk to me on Ostermark. They don't even want me in their warband. This guy doesn't even know me, and he's talking to me just because I'm order. That's it. That's the
you know, it reminds me of a story. I was running through a T1 area, and someone like yelled stop, and they were from a pretty big guild on the server that I had seen. And they're like, hey, you know, I want to tell you something. Or, you know, I got something. And I'm thinking, oh, God, like, why are you mad at our guild? Like,
because that's how it is.
what did we do? What did we not do? Whatever. And then she was just like, I have some. She was an elf, and I was my engineer. And she's like, I have some stuff, and it doesn't fit me. And she like handed me a bunch of, you know, gear for myself. And I was like taken aback, like, wow, thank you. And,
exactly. That's my point. That's my point, honestly, is the people on Phoenix Throne are so much more of the RP community.
Well, I mean, there are some good people on Ostermark. I don't want to like badmouth the whole server.
I
or
agree.
anything.
I'm not
There's
badmouthing
some really great people there, but they do get their efforts get overshadowed by the negative experiences.
I love
that
you guys.
Have.
All of our alliance mates on Ostermark are amazing. You know, everybody there, and we all would roll together and do this runs that we can, and you know, we try to get together and do stuff, and it's a lot of fun. But like Odalus, I have kind of a sporadic, and I don't play for sporadic schedule. I don't play very often. There's absolutely no way I can ever log on peak hours because I'm always either working at class or I have wife aggro, which is pretty bad.
Love you, Jen.
But yeah. Love you, baby. Mwah. But I've had the same problem Odalus has. Like, I've joined war bands and I've joined groups, you know, like, hey, what you guys doing? Let's do some RVR. And they're like, actually, no. And they just kick me without saying anything.
Yeah, you know? They really do.
They just boot you. And I'm like, this is a war band. There's no one. There was like 12 people or 13 people, like you said, Odalus, and they just like, sorry, this is private, and they just boot you if you're not in their alliance. And it's fucking ridiculous. And I got tired of it.
That was the point of war bands too. I mean, like making open parties so that people could funnel in and gather together. It's just.
But yeah, our problem is like, you know, we're not exclusive like that. But our problem with being a casual small guild is that we can't make up for all of the like loss of activity that people are experiencing. I don't know how to say that. Yeah, on Ostermark.
There's just not enough of us. There's not enough of us.
Well, you join a casual guild, you're gonna get what you get, you know. But
that's what I'm saying, though. You know, it's like we don't have.
I love Ab to death. I don't want to give up Ab for anything.
Never let go.
I won't.
Abs security.
And the problem, you know, I really do not want Phoenix Throne and Ostermark to merge because one of our halves would die. It's, you know, most people have a lot invested into the destruction side already, and it seems silly to cut that off for, you know, what is really some, you know, level tier 1 grouping that we have over there. But on the other side too, I don't want to diminish that either because it's really been helping out. So what I think, you know, I've wanted is like some options, and Mythic has allowed cross rule set transfers for European servers, and this has been like a shining beacon of hope for me, like that maybe they'll let us like have an option to go to a non-RP server if it comes to that.
Actually, there's another point. There's another point I wanted to bring up too when they were talking about fucking source server transfer, character transfers, and it says what if I don't? And it says they were going to merge they're not merge totally, but if there were, you know, there's going to be merged character transfers available from those 3 particular servers onto the server Magnus. And it says, and there's a question that says, what if I don't want to be on Magnus? Starting on March 11th, all characters still present on Torah, Kier, Tower of Doom, and Ungrim, along with all the characters that we have transferred over to Magnus, will be permitted a one-time free transfer to any other server of the same type, regardless of level. So,
of the same type.
Right, of the same type. That sucks. But if they change that later and say, okay, you can go to any server, just not on. You can go to any, like, since we're on a roleplay server and it's not open.
Yeah, that's our problem. Yeah.
Okay. Since there's only one roleplay server left, if they said, okay, you can't go to an open RVR server of any type, but you can go to any core server of your choosing, then that would be fantastic.
That would
because
be awesome.
I know for a fact.
Because then we could hook up with Blacktooth and see where they wanted to go and everything, and, you know, Destroyers of Hope and Morsley Reavers and see where people are thinking of going.
And I would really, honestly, I would hope that we would all decide on Volkmar because we could hook up with all the people from Warp over there.
Warbox.
Yeah, dude. That'd be
Yep,
sick.
that's what I'm
Join up,
all
we would
about,
we would
dude.
join
If
up
we
with
go
their
there, I'll
alliance.
play Destruction right now. Right now. I'll fucking log off this podcast and go right now, Josh. I know you're listening, Josh. Just fucking make it happen.
Mark.
So, what's what with war? Bitter rivals. What do you guys think of that so far?
I'm
It's pretty
liking it.
I like it, except the scenario sucks ass.
Oh,
Twisting Tower isn't not that bad.
Yes, it is.
It's not that
yeah,
bad.
if you're blind and deaf, it's fucking awesome. Otherwise, it sucks.
Yeah, and I am none of those.
Oh.
I mean,
it
it's
depends.
temporary, so whatever. But I like the event overall a lot.
I don't. Yeah, I would say it's probably the least. It's my least favorite of any I've ever played so far. But
easy.
it's not like pulling teeth or anything.
It's too easy. All I did was get the middle prize, and the rest I don't care because I really don't want to play a Slayer or a Choppa. I'm done with whatever. There's so much hype. Don't care.
Okay. Well, I'm using
Look,
that.
that's-
Oh, are you guys gonna come back at least to Ostermark to roll with this? Because I want to roll like a new T1 when that all launches.
With the Slayer Choppa like new wave of T1
Yeah.
characters.
Yeah, ride that wave out. a little bit.
I do want to play a Choppa very badly, and actually I want to, after playing them on PTS on the public test server, I do like the Choppa better than the Slayer.
Wow.
Wow.
Hi.
Impressive, Paz. I love you. I might give you a hug next time I see you.
Don't do
Why?
that. Don't do that.
No, but we have to be
Are you
wearing
guys telling
shirts
us why?
at the time.
Oh, okay, we have to be wearing
demand to know
shirts. Shirts is okay.
Cool.
They do play the same, you know. I mean, they have their slight differences in their spec lines, but to be frank, and I know that it was a big issue with the Games Workshop giving Mythic a hard time, and it's really tough to put in armor for a class that doesn't wear any. But the difference in looks between a level 1 Slayer and a level 40 Slayer is not significant at all. If you put them next to each other,
And you're
you
about
would have
to
to
bling.
look. Yeah, well, you would have to look real close. I mean, you would notice immediately, like, oh, okay. But it's not such like, if you take even, for example, a level 1 Marauder and a level 40 Marauder, there is no comparison. You'd be like,
It almost looks like a different class. Yeah.
it is. It looks like, because like even the Chosens and everything else, and even on Order side, you know, you look at like the Warrior Priests and all the tank classes and even the Witch Hunter. You know, they start off in just regular, almost
Wearing like
civilian,
potato sacks. Yeah.
yeah, almost civilian clothing. And then at level 40, they have all this crazy decorative,
They're
you
wearing
know.
like Big Lots clothes that
Yeah, they were in Big Lots clothes.
when he's
But you know, and they, and what really pushed, what really pushed me to the Choppa was just, one was the war paint. When they said they were putting in war paint, that was amazing. I thought that was pretty fantastic. And then just the look.
Well, let me
You
ask.
You know what's fantastic is drinking Miller High Life, the champagne of beer.
Yeah, it is.
That's
That is a great time.
In a bathroom stall at Big Lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, right now at Big Lots, you can get, if you buy 10, 12 packs of Miller High Life, a champagne of beer, you get 2 free. That's 60% of the time. Just to let you guys know. That might not always happen at the Big Lots by you.
I want to know when you're in
Hey,
the
when they
bathroom.
ask for the secret password, tell them password savings.
I want to
No,
know.
but password is part of the password, so you have to say password savings.
No, when they look at you and they're like, "What are you talking about?" Be like, "Password savings." It'll work.
Just
66% of the time.
Just keep saying it louder and louder each time, and they'll get it.
Password savings.
I want to know when you're sitting in the bathroom at Big Lots and you're drinking Miller High Life, the champagne of beers. Do you ever just stop and think, "This is my life"?
No, normally I'm making sure that the toilet flush doesn't get in the podcast.
Or you're
This guy
hoping
next to me,
you're
he's
hoping-
dropping some deuces, bro. That's why I've been quiet the whole time.
I would think at
But
Big
now I
Lots.
gotta let it go. I gotta let it go, buddy. Hey, do your fuck. Hey, honestly, dude, do your fucking shit. Get the fuck up. Rest of it. I'm doing a fucking podcast. Yo, I don't give a fuck if you're buying Tupperware or not. Get the fuck out of this fucking bathroom right now. I'm gonna start pissing all over your fucking shoes. For real. Yeah, that's the fucking door. Find it. Go. 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 Don't look back. Don't look. Yeah, I got my. Shit. Get the fuck out of the bathroom. We're cool now.
Okay, good.
So crafting changes. Have you guys changed your crafts due to the new 2.1
Hey, I
patch?
tell you to fucking come back in, bro. Yo, if you want to fucking, hey, if you want to fight, we'll get in a fucking fight right now. This shit is not fucking rolling the way you want it to. You're fucking old and got a fucking cane. I understand that shit. You brought the shopping cart in here? That's fucking cool, bro. But for real, I'll fucking bust your ass up. Alright. Get the fucking manager. I don't give a shit. Alright, I'm back.
Are you okay?
I'm
We have
pulling out.
We have to move on because the manager's gonna come. And
Yeah, do you need to go? We need to hurry up for before the manager comes.
Dude, this mic's got fucking incredible range. Even if I'm outside the fucking door, you'll still be able to hear me. I'm not worried about it. I'll drop everything and fight.
And you'll still be able to access the savings at Big Lot.
Crafting changes?
I've been too lazy to change my crafting.
I haven't changed a goddamn thing. Nope.
You know, and I've still been scavenging, like, knowing it's not helping me at all. Like,
Did you guys make out like a bandit with the black cast eyes yet?
no, only you did.
I did.
I'm gonna bum Zelly for the black dyes.
Nope. It's all mine.
If I'm sending you Redline, there's got to be some kind of a deal here, honestly.
I'll send you Drank.
Yeah, I'm sitting in a fucking bathroom stall doing a fucking podcast. I think I'm getting some fucking black dyes.
You're not getting any black dye.
Whatever. Jason, tell her the fucking deal, bro. Afterwards. Don't say it on the fucking podcast. I don't want anyone else to know. But afterwards, tell her the deal. For real.
Right, we'll do that.
Yo, hey, if you want those fishing reels for $9.99, bro, for real.
He's a vegetarian.
What?
He's a vegetarian.
What's that got to do with fishing?
That's what he tells you. He's married to you. This is guy talk. It's totally different than marriage talk. When you guys are in bed, he's going to tell you whatever he needs to tell you.
I'm not a vegetarian.
Then I don't know what his deal is. You married me. I don't know. I'm just fine with fishing poles. Fuck. I'm not Dr. Phil. I'm not doing the marriage counseling shit on the podcast, all right? Right now, I'm just drinking Miller High Life, the Champagne beer.
How is the zone locking? Do you guys like the new zone locking thing?
Every zone I'm in is fucking locked with lag.
And on Phoenix Throne? Really? You should come back to Ostermark then.
No, in Ostermark when I was trying to defend the fortress.
Oh, well, that's
Thanks, Mythic. Oh, wrong one. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, thanks. Yeah, the next one was he passed out like 4 buddy passes to friends. And I found out apparently they're not allowed to roll on our server.
Oh.
Thanks, Mythic.
Appreciate it.
Thanks, buddy. We're trying to get the population up. Way to screw it all up. Hey, guys, if you send out a buddy pass, let's let them go to the buddy that sent them the pass, not the completely different server on the other side of the world. Hey, if they're North American, let's not send them to the European servers. They don't want to play with the Russians. They want to play here with us.
That would be crazy.
Do that.
I want to play with the Russians.
We had a longtime COT member, like, you know, from back in the DOC days. He was just going to he does not want to play war, but he was going to use the friend pass to hang out and chat for like a week.
With his friends?
With his friends. Well, he has no interest in leveling on Ostermark.
Okay, continue, please.
Or PT, maybe. I don't know. Whichever where people were playing. And so the whole point was, like, he doesn't want to do the trial. He doesn't want to go to this other server and hang out for a week and then buy the game. He doesn't want to try out the game. He just wants to come say hi. Well, my theory is, like, well, maybe if he was with us for a week, maybe he'd change his mind. But you're never going to get him to that point because now he's like, screw that, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, he uninstalled
because he felt like he got screwed.
Yeah, he uninstalled it out of anger.
Oh, Mythic.
Do we have anything positive to say about the game, except for that you positively love Phoenix Throne?
Hey, you know what? I'll go first, guys. I love the fucking game. I really do. What I hate is the stupidity of the whole political deal that's going on with this game. Let us transfer where we want to transfer. Say, hey, Ostermark, here's the deal. All right, these are the servers that need destruction. These are the servers that need order. You pick where you want to go. If you don't pick first, then we'll limit, you know, like if, for instance, destruction has 3 servers that we can go to. And the first one, everyone wants to go there. And everyone picks it first. Well, you know what? You're fucking screwed. You got to go to the second one. And then once the second one's closed down, you got to go to the third one. And then that's it. Do something. Dragging your feet drives me nuts. That's why I'm playing Phoenix Throne. Do something to help us. You know what? There's some people in this guild, and I'm not one of them, so I'm speaking for other people right now. But you know what? There's some people in this guild that wait years to play this game. And they had this guild going since 2003. And you know what? They've been dying to play this game. And you know what? They're playing it now on a server that's fucking dead. And you haven't given them any options to move out. So you know what? They joined this server with people that they've known for years, and now it's screwed. And you know what you're doing? You're dragging your fucking feet to move them somewhere else.
That's not very
You know what?
positive.
At some point, we're going to leave the game if you don't offer us an option. As simple as that.
Okay, that's enough positive input from Odalus. Paz, do you have anything positive to say about the game?
Well, I mean, I do. I love the game. Overall, I do. I love playing the game and stuff. And even with the 1.2 patch they just put in, they put in a lot of good things. Like the zone domination is not preventing completely, but at least really encouraging defense and attacks. Like, you know how before we would be doing, as Warp called it, circle jerk.
It was kind of
in the
guesswork
RVR.
too.
Yeah, it was kind of pointless. It was like, let's just get the door down to as far as we can and then come back when it's not defended. That shit doesn't fly anymore, because if you do that, the zone's going to flip. It's like they're doing the right things. It's just they're still losing people because of the server thing, like Odalus was saying. Even though he's a little intense, he is right. It's like, stop dragging your feet. Just do something.
You don't think that this latest activity on Ostermark will encourage people to return and
I think that
get involved
it will
and
encourage
change some of the attitudes that have been...
See, like, for example, I'll even use like Odalus and myself as an example. We will hop in and defend, but I still don't feel the realm pride for that server. I don't feel it. I will hop in. Since I have a level 40, I will get in and I will try to defend it and I will do what I can because, that's where we started. That's kind of our home. But I don't feel it.
Like, your basic mentality is like, you're sticking with the Phoenix Throne order break until they provide an Ostermark change of server.
But since we're still there, that's the only reason I logged in.
I love my level 40. It's just the community is not there for me. It's really not.
Nope. And I'll tell you this. If I had logged into Phoenix Throne, I'm being honest here, because I was at the breaking point as it was. If I had logged into Phoenix Throne and I didn't have a good community interaction, I would have quit war right there. I would have. I was on the brink. I really was.
Most people were. Yeah.
I was on the brink. I really was. And it's not that I don't love the people that we were allied with the Alliance and all the guild players and stuff. I would still be on the forums and, if you guys would let me, I'd do the podcast and stuff like that. But
no, you quit. You're out. Sorry. But
No, we wouldn't let you in the podcast anymore. Your shit out of
pretend
life,
like you died in real life.
Yeah.
Like, remember when Paz got beheaded in that Wave Runner accident? That sucks.
remember when Rosa betrayed him and stabbed him in the back with the letter opener?
That crazy
I thought you said you loved
finally
me.
got him.
You remember he drowned in the public bathroom at Big Lots?
Wait, that was Odalus.
Because he couldn't handle the savings.
Yeah. He said Operation Savings, and his head exploded. at the discounts.
Deals that he was getting.
Anyway, I'm just saying, it's like, if I had logged on Phoenix Throne and I didn't have that community aspect, and if I didn't feel it, I would have probably tried to level through it. I'd been like, okay, let me get into at least tier 2, and let me try and get the opinions of people and stuff. If it was the same as Ostermark, I would have just quit Warhammer. I'd have been done. I probably would have went back to City of Heroes or back to something else.
Darkfall.
Well, Darkfall's not out yet, dude.
Dude, it's beta testing. It's been in beta testing for 7 years now. It's gonna be fucking awesome.
Dude, it's been beta testing since like it was 2-dimensional MMO.
We're not playing Darkfall. I mean, you guys might
just kidding. I always fuck with Paz. That's my ongoing joke with Paz. It's like, hey, it's official. We all voted. We're all moving to Darkfall. Send me all your gold on Warhammer.
Did Ab tell you how they really had me going?
Oh shit, that was awesome.
Like I wasn't like freaking out, but I hopped on. I was like, "What's going on, guys?" They're like, "Oh, nothing much. We're beta testing Darkfall," and Odalus said it, and Ab just went with it. But it was like, "Oh yeah, didn't you get your email?" And I was like, "No, I didn't get an email yet. I'll check out my email." Went to the Darkfall site.
They were yelling about, "Hey, get on the boat! Hurry! They're all attacking us! Jump on the boat!"
Yeah, Odalus was like, "Come on, Ab, hurry up, man! We gotta get on the boat." And I was thinking, like, what are they talking about? And then they were like, "Oh yeah, by the way, Maeve quit the guild." And I was like, "Wait, Maeve quit the guild?" And they were like, "Yeah, she posted it in like the guild guides section." And I was like, "Guild guides? What?" I was like, "What are you talking about?" And I was like, and when they said Maeve quit the guild, they put a pose in the guild guys. I like looked at the guild guys section. I was like, wait, these guys are fucking with me. And they were like, oh, we're just kidding with you. We're playing Warhammer. I was like, you assholes.
It was so awesome.
Oh,
it really
man.
was. Like Ab
was
just kept
just-
playing off.
I was just-
I would
I was-
say something, and Ab would say something, and then I'd play off of him, and then he'd play off of me, and then it just kept going back and forth for like 5 minutes. It was
I'm just
so
sitting here
fucking-
like cruising the internet, whatever, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we're playing Darkfall, all this stuff," and I'm like, "Really?"
Yeah,
that's
like we were calling out shit that wasn't even in the game. Like we were like, "Hurry, get them on the boat! They're trying to attack us! Everyone,
the
get on the boat!
goblins are
Hurry,
here."
hurry, hurry!" It was fucking awesome. I loved it.
Oh, that was funny.
Let's see. For we did we did receive some feedback. We got a new comment on our CoTCast 21. Waffles said that, "Hey, I love your guys' podcast since it reminds me of my guild Granata on the Ungrim server, and you talk about what real players talk about instead of uninteresting bullcrap about PvE. By the way, I'm drinking water because there was a wedding last night, and oh my god, my head hurts." So
My head's gonna hurt in the morning, buddy. I love you, waffles, but I'll eat pancakes.
there were some CoTCast ego findings around the net this week. Warp episode 24 mentioned us. There was actually a CoTCast fan in their chat room while they were recording, so they did a shout out to us. And then
Nice.
Slurms actually wrote about our indecisiveness here with the Phoenix Throne situation on Lag War, and I will link that. And Stunny Stomper mentioned that he noticed that we have some tips on how to podcast. So, if you want a crappy quality podcast like we have, we do have tips. We have tips on our site there. So thanks, Stunny, for directing people. And then in the community, it kind of had to do with what we were talking about tonight. Wa, a Warhammer Online blog by Sip, he did When Servers Collide and wrote a piece about that. And it's basically about, it kind of sucks at first, but, this game is meant to be played with people. RVRs, you need that experience, or it's, those ghost towns are not going to work in this type of game. You can't make it work. So, he kind of goes on more, and it says it better. So read that. And then obsessive focused, analomy.
I wouldn't say anal.
Oh, Zelly,
Cut
you
that
need
out.
to.
Start over.
I
Start
believe
over.
it's
That's what
pronounced
you all
Shannon.
kinds of shit.
Your mind is obviously in the gutter right now. So
No,
I would just
Analoni sounds like some fucking crazy shit with an egg beater and super glue. I'm not down
Anal.
for that.
Time for Zelly and I to go to bed.
yeah, I think it's time
All
to
right,
bust
Ab,
out the
we'll see you later,
vodka.
Kaz, and I'll
Oh
finish it out.
no. Okay. That lady.
Anal on me. What?
Anal
What
on
did you
me.
say? Whoa.
Ab, I'm gonna
Wow.
take your hand in Vegas, buddy.
Oh my god.
After you
in
washed
Vegas.
it.
Oh god.
You're gonna have to watch it a couple times, dude. Seriously.
Play blackjack with that guy.
Don't ever play War in Vegas.
Yes.
At war. You want to guess how many fingers I got behind my back?
Oh my god.
Just one. Oh.
Okay, anyway, she wrote about starting over again, and it kind of has to do with the fact that her guild, the guild leader, you click the link, read it, because it kind of gives perspective on, why I'm still sticking with Ostermark and the destruction. It's because, we've worked really hard as a group, and a lot, especially as a casual guild, we put a lot into this, and to get to the level we're at and everything we've got together, and to just, abandon those people and tell them tough shit, it's not what we thought, they worked for it too, and it's hard
We
to do
love
that to
our
people.
alliance.
I like the alliance. I like the people that are diehard, destruction, and they still believe that this can work, and so I'm there. I'm gonna try because and she kind of gives the perspective from that guild member perspective of when someone tells you tough, it's over, and it's like, wow, that really bites. So Odalus and Paz and a few other people, they keep saying, why are you doing this? Why, you all along in podcasts before launch said, have mentioned you want to play Order, and you're the one still in destruction. And it's like, because these people, that are still there, they're good people, and it was fun. It was really fun, and it can be fun again. It really could be.
was.
If people
Keyword
let it
was.
be.
Keyword was.
No, it's not was, Paz. It's not was, Paz. We picked destruction, and we picked destruction. We thought about it. We picked destruction. We went with destruction. Join the. It's about the community. Join the destruction. That's what it's about. You guys are ruining it for everyone, even yourselves. That's why Order got into IC.
Odalus, you have to do the outro.
Oh. Well, this CoTCast is brought to you by Miller High Life. Coors Light, you didn't send me a fucking email, so you are out, buddies. We don't care about your cold activated bottle because it's pretty much fucking fake to begin with. So we're going with the Miller High Life, the Champagne of beer. I'm doing the outro.
Yeah.
Ready? Thanks for listening to this episode of CoTCast, the companion podcast for the Circle of Trust, the Warhammer Online Guild Fighting for Destruction on Ostermark. We're a proud member of their Eternal Wall Alliance. CoTCast is owned and produced by the whim of Circle of Trust members. Sources of the information of CoTCast includes, but not is limited to, in-game occurrences, guild forum posts, guild member opinions, game news found on websites, news sites, fan sites, blogs, other podcasts, various gaming magazines, rumors, lies, and irresponsible speculation, most of which is discussed without permission or notification. The views expressed in this podcast are personal and official views of the specific COT members, including myself, Paz, Zelly, and Ab. In this podcast, our views should not be misrepresented as official views of anyone or anything else. We invite you to write a review on iTunes or visit our website at www.circletrust.org. You can find show notes and leave comments on cotcast.podbean.com, or you can write to cotcast@circletrust.guild@gmail.com.
Didn't I treat you sweet and kind? Didn't I keep you in style? Didn't I squeeze you all the while? Well, baby, I sure this ain't no fault now, darling, baby, this ain't no fault. Sugar, this ain't no fault of mine.